Hello everybody, Thunder710 here. I'm trying out a new kind of video today, and I'm going to be telling you guys about NASCAR history. So if you guys like this video, make sure to drop a like and a subscribe if you want to. Comment down below on what I could do to improve, or another topic I can make a video on. NASCAR inside wall hits. These can be very soft hits, or they can be absolutely enormous. Examples like William Byron's hit in 2022 at Daytona and Miguel Paludo's also at Daytona but in 2012 come to mind. However, off of turn 4, there used to be a huge danger to the drivers and fans that was lurking in every single Daytona International Speedway race. So dangerous that it essentially forced NASCAR to make changes on the spot after a string of harrowing incidents. This is the story of Calamity Corner, Daytona's old pit wall retainer. Even though there was a major crash at this wall in 1964, we have to skip all the way to 1980 for the string of crashes on this list to truly begin.
Leonard against Roberto Duran will be coming your way. That is one you will not want to miss, I can assure you. Oh, there's a car out of control! Oh, into the guardrails! It's 04. That's Phil Finney of Merritt Island, Florida. The race is over, but we have a terrible crash. The whole right side of the car.
After Bobby Allison in the 15 car had taken the win in the Firecracker 400, the 04 car of Phil Finney spun wildly out of control and slammed into the retaining wall at high speed. The impact launched the 04 up into the air, and it almost went over again when it hit the ground. Finney would miraculously survive, but with some minor injuries. 1981 would be a relatively clean year for this spot, but the same could not be said for 1982 in the Daytona 500.
Being closely following our second camera. And there's something broken away from the car there going through turn 4. It looked like the rear spoiler. Let's see who it came off from. It was right. There's a car in the wall. A big shot coming out of turn number 4. Milligan has crashed, and there's cars slithering and sliding down into turn number 4.
Only a few laps into the race, Bobby Allison's rear bumper would come off in the Bumpergate incident. However, this would trigger a big one off of turn 4, in which Lake Speed struck the inside wall with the rear of his car. Lake Speed was luckily alright and was even able to give an interview after the crash. In 1983's Busch Clash, to kick off Speed Weeks, another big crash would occur with this retaining wall. However, the guy who started the last crash would fall victim to the wall in this one.
Saying goodbye to this event. The Fords out in front as they come down to complete the fourth lap.
Oh, somebody's in the wall.
Trouble coming out of turn 4. Bobby Allison slams the wall. Bobby Allison, Chevrolet Monte Carlo destroyed.
After breaking loose underneath the Benny Parsons car, Bobby Allison would hit the retainer and go up in the air on the front of his car. Allison would also be uninjured in this crash, and this also marked the first time that the Busch Clash ever saw a caution. However, just after the clash in the actual Daytona 500, Darrell Waltrip would suffer what he believed to be the worst crash of his career.
And the fall can be devastating if you don't have somebody there to catch you.
Here's one car trying to get in front of him. Oh, in trouble. That's Darrell Waltrip. It is Waltrip. Out of control. He slams the wall. He's going to get caught. Almost nails Yarborough.
It was a
The number 11 machine would break loose because of another slower car and slam rear end first into the retainer. The car carried so much speed that it immediately flew back out onto the track, narrowly missed Cale Yarborough, and then hit the outside wall. Waltrip accredits this crash to being the wake-up call to change his career. In 1984, however, we would see the worst crashes on this list, starting with one during the second Twin 125 qualifier.
Oh, the bubble, and in trouble is 07 LaJoy. Randy LaJoy slamming into the wall. Randy LaJoy out of Norwalk, Connecticut, destroying his automobile.
Future Busch Series champion Randy LaJoy would suffer a similar crash to Darrell Waltrip, at least at the beginning anyways. The number 07 machine would then fly bottom first into the retainer after slamming into an access road. The car tumbled end over end before coming to rest at the top of pit road. Miraculously, Randy LaJoy would survive this crash. However, there would be one more harrowing crash to come in the 1984 season. During the Daytona 500 consolation race, Nat Peters had a very similar crash to Darrell Waltrip. However, the number 60 machine would stop in the middle of the track. Jim Hurlburt would have nowhere to go but into the back of the number 60 car, causing a severe explosion. Nat Peters would escape with minor burns, but Jim Hurlburt would suffer numerous broken bones. Since the 1984 season's speed weeks concluded, there have been no major hits at the beginning of the Daytona pit road. We had a very close call in 2019 with the big one that happened at the top of pit road, but there have been no huge hits that have happened since. The area is now padded with safer barriers as well, so any hit would likely be a lot less severe than they were in the 80s. And with that, if you enjoyed, I would recommend that you drop a like on this video, subscribe, or maybe even suggest a topic down below, or ways that I can improve these products. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching.